Is my child's inability to listen a cause for concern? Hi everybody, I'm Candy. You're watching The Candy Method. On today's show, we're going to be talking about why does your child not listen to you? Be sure to like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below if you have any questions you feel like you would benefit from having a child and family therapist answer. The first thing I want to talk about before we really get into the subject matter is I really would like parents to be assessing how big of a problem that their child's inability to listen may be. I would like parents and teachers, if you're watching as well, to consider, is the child's inability to listen putting themselves in danger? What is problematic listening skills? As a therapist, I have a clinical opinion, and I'm sure as parents, you all have opinions about what is appropriate and inappropriate kind of behaviors. Their inability to listen would put them at high risk. High risk because it could put them in danger if they're not listening or not responsive to parents who are saying, hey, stop. I need you to stop what you're doing. That is unsafe. Or unable to follow directions to do things in a safe way. If they cannot listen and it is impacting their academic performance, that's a problem. And that's where the idea of not listening really becomes a problem for parents, because if a child isn't able to listen and they aren't listening to the teacher, well, that's going to lead to poor academic performance, and that's not something that anybody wants for their child. What I really recommend for anybody who cares for children who may not be listening is to assess the way that you're talking to your child, because it is very challenging to encourage a different behavior from somebody else. It is easier for us to adapt our own behavior to encourage more listening. And that's kind of the goal here, is what can we do as caregivers? What can we do as people responsible for children to encourage listening among the kids in our care? Now, the first thing that a parent or a teacher or anybody who is caring for children can do to have a child listen to them, getting to their eye level, means getting on your knees or sitting down beside them. Studies have shown that eye contact really makes a difference for two reasons. One, so you can make eye contact with them without making them feel like they are under some sort of pressure or dealing with authority. You're saying, hey, I'm bigger than you, but I want to speak to you on your level. You will be able to see for yourself, are they understanding what I'm asking them to do? What is their response to this task that I've given them? Looking at how you're asking the child to accomplish a task. You're listing out, let's say, 10 different instructions for a task, and are they missing pieces of it? Do you maybe have to chunk up each responsibility? The thing is, do this portion of a task, and then I'll come back to you. So rather than listing, and maybe they'll forget one, you're focusing on their ability to accomplish that one task. The thing that you can do to really encourage listening amongst children is when they do listen to you, acknowledge it. Tell them, hey, you did a really great job listening to me at that time. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you listening to me. That meant a lot that you listened to me in this moment. Because you listened to me, we were able to get maybe X done faster so that we can go and do X, or we can do Y. We put expectations on children about how they are supposed to develop. We put expectations on children about how they are supposed to respond to our parenting. Reassess the way you're talking to your child. Because as a parent, it may be easier for you to change your behavior versus trying to force your child to change their behavior. Adjusting our parenting so that our children are more responsive is the goal. So for example, if you give a task to your child, is your child going to be able to accomplish it? Is it a manageable task? Is it expected that your child should be able to complete this? To be fair to your child as well, they may be a certain age, but not all children develop developmentally in the same way. Social skills may not be there, their ability to talk may not be there yet, and it's really, really difficult and challenging to assess a child's ability to listen and follow instruction. Be sure to like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below if you have any questions you feel like you would benefit from having a child and family therapist answer.